Just gonna shoot some quick video, tell you what we got done today, because I didn't get a whole lot of pictures of it. But you can see the decking up there. We got it all down. It's got to be trimmed on the edges and all. And then we've still got some OSB to put up on the walls on the outside on the second level. But the second level walls are basically all framed out. There's gonna be a big window on this end. If you can see under the dormer here, there's gonna be 3 little 2x3 foot windows next to each other, like a bank of windows. Right there is going to be my door, my man door. So you can see there's just basically incidental things on the framing that need to be finished up. Mostly just the second level OSB. This stuff right here is OSB. It's not great to leave it out in the rain, so I need to get it finished up and then wrap it in the plastic wrap. You wrap the whole thing like you're wrapping a present, and you staple it or nail it down with these special nail heads that have big plastic round pieces on them that hold down the plastic. I don't know if you can notice from the video, but there's a silver lining on the underside of the roof decking, and that's like a radiant barrier. All for the whole roof. It ended up costing me like an extra $50 to get the plywood with the radiant barrier on it, so I thought that was probably worth it. And even if it wasn't, well, it's only 50 bucks. It's not going to break the bank. Here's a quick view from underneath the roof. Anyway, obviously not watertight yet, but very close. At some point, if we finish up the upstairs, I'm going to have to just kind of trim these off a little bit so I can drywall around them. That's it. So in all honesty, I also need to point out that we screwed this one up. You see how there's a big gap right there? Somehow we just measured wrong. I think what we did was I measured to here, and it was supposed to be on top of this corner. Anyway, long story short, it's not a big deal, but I'm gonna have to just knock that piece out and just reframe it. What I'll probably do is just do a double top plate, which will take up that space, and it'll be fine. On this side also, made a little mistake. Sometimes you can trust the Google and sometimes you can't. This time I shouldn't have trusted the Google. I was framing here for a standard 36-inch door, and I got the height right, but the width is not quite right. So it needs to come out basically about an inch. It needs to be about an inch wider in order to fit the full door frame that you buy, you know, off the shelf. So I haven't decided yet if I'm just going to knock one of these out and then reinforce this one, maybe use a steel bracket, you know, to reinforce here, since there won't be another cripple stud or a jam stud, whatever you want to call that. Or if I don't do that, if I want to keep, you know, have 2 and move it out, then basically I've got to make a whole new header and everything, and I don't know. It's probably easier just to go buy some steel brackets, you know, like an L bracket, put it on both sides. It'll be just as strong that way, I think, and probably a lot easier, even though it'll cost me a couple bucks.